Sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry I'm late. Baby had a bit of a meltdown. How is everybody? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm late. Don't be laughing at my dramas. What's everybody saying? Hello, my girl. Matty B, hello, mate. Hello, my girl. What's up? How can I help? Are you okay? No, I'm not getting up. Thank you, mate. What are you doing? Leave me alone. Go on, go play. You want your chips? Go get your chips then. Yes, Tom. I am ready to rock and roll, mate. I can't wait. I can't wait for this fight. Go sit down and watch Peppa Pig, Princess. Thank you, Dwayne. Appreciate it, mate. My fight is the last fight of the night, mate. Well, I say night. It's during the day, to be fair. The show starts at 1 o'clock. It should finish about 6, 7 o'clock. I'll be the last fight of the night. What are you doing? What are you doing? Who's the hardest puncher you've ever faced? The hardest puncher I've ever faced? I don't know. I tell you, the hardest puncher I've ever been in the ring with is get down now. Is Stevie Robson, the Geordie lad, big heavyweight from Newcastle. Get down. The big heavyweight from Newcastle. He's the hardest puncher I've ever been punched by. He's big. He's massive, and very unorthodox. But wow, can he punch? The only way I can explain his power. It's like a foreign power. It's like getting hit with a sledgehammer. Like, they're just so powerful. Just effortless power as well. When he just swings, because he's very unorthodox. He's very weird because he's dead tall and dead big, but he makes himself dead small. He's very durable as well. A man of his shape, where he looks dead tall and thin, shouldn't be that powerful, but honestly, it's crazy how powerful he is. Like the power's mental, man. I think that's where I got the concussion from. Jack, I mean this with respect, mate. Please don't ask questions about him. Like, I'm not answering any questions about him. He's a fucking... Yeah, please don't answer questions about him, mate. Darren Till's boxing was slick. He was very slick. Very slick southpaw, very fast, very accurate. Power wasn't overwhelming. It was just his movement and his timing. The way he moved and his timing was fucking fabulous. Like I said, he's an elite level fighter, world class. What would you fight in one championship, pal? I'll fight anywhere, mate, as long as the money's right. In today's world, in the age that I'm at, like, if I'm going to fight, I need to get paid. I'm not in it to become the world's best. I'm not in it to be the hardest man in the world. I just want to get paid, and I want to make some money, and I want to make a better life for my wife and kids. That's it. I have a good life now. I could survive without fighting. Life's good. I'll always be able to pay my bills. I'll always work my ass off. And I'll always give my wife and kids the best life I could possibly have. But fighting now is all about the prize. Being a prize fighter, that's the whole point of me coming back and fighting. Good evening, Pauline and family. Well, I would like to see you and Christy have a tail. Me and Danny Christie's fighting. Me and Danny's having a fight is definitely on the cards, mate. Definitely on the cards. You and Matt Legg would be a good scrap. In a boxing fight, mate, Matt Legg would demolish me. I probably wouldn't lay an hand on him. He would beat me. He would outscore me. He would outpoint me. Matt Legg would beat me in a boxing fight, without hands down. He's a pro boxer. In a K, Matt Legg would probably beat me 10 times out of 10 in a boxing fight, but I would beat him 10 times out of 10 in a K1 fight or an MMA fight. You see how styles make fights, and plus Matt Legg's a fucking idol, man. You know, I fucking respect him so much. He's such a friend and brother. Tommy Robson, yeah, I like Tommy Robson. I like his stuff. I like the stuff he stands for. Don't agree with everything he says, but yeah, I do like his stuff. Kai Eves, I'm good, thanks, mate. Thanks for asking, mate. Wouldn't Matt Legg get on Street Beast? I wouldn't. I don't know. He might do. I don't know. Your daughter's beautiful, mate. Autistic Princess. I have a 5-year-old non-verbal autistic daughter myself. Oh, that's amazing, mate. Big up Manchester, mate. Thank you, mate. Autistic kids are wicked, man. They're like kids with superpowers. Shadow boxer is not the fight he says he is. You don't need to tell me that, mate. You do not need to point that out to me, brother. I know exactly what type of fighter he is, mate. Oh, he's game. He's game. He's got a bit of ass. He's got a bit of bottle. You know, he's willing to fight, and he's obviously doing something right because his subscribers are flying through the roof. But he's definitely not a fighter. Big up Stelby, Yorkshire. Get up there, lad. Big up Tommy Robson. Yeah, big up Tommy Robson. I like Tommy. I've met Tommy. He's a nice man. Tommy Robson is the one who's bought the table off me. I won Danny Christie's table, didn't I, for his fight on a bonus ball, and I sold it to Tommy Robson. So, Paul, prediction for this weekend. I think I'll stop him late. I think late second or late third round, I think I'll get him and I'll stop him and I'll close the distance and I'll just drown him. It'd be far too much for him. I think I'll be far too much for him. I homeschool my autistic son since I took him out of school. He's doing much better. All right, that's good. She goes to an all autistic school, mate. So, yeah. Cali Vapes. Yes, brother. Could all go give him a follow, guys. Cali Vapes. We will be doing some content together, me and Cali Vapes. Nice lad, good lad. If Paul tries to fight Brett, watch out for knives and weapons. Listen, please don't talk about Brett on here. Like, I don't want to talk about him. Don't want to give him any more airtime. Anyone knows with half a brain that I was the only person in that party that out of us two that wanted to fight. He just wanted the back and forth. He just wanted the views. He just wanted the numbers. So please don't talk about him no more. I don't want to address any. I just don't want to talk about him no more. I don't know, if it wasn't for his suspect background, he'd be absolutely flying. He would. I agree with that. Jeff, I totally agree with that. So, Paul, what do you think of Liam Arison? Is he a TIE fighter like you? Liam Arison is a fucking beast. My opinion, probably the most gifted TIE fighter I've ever seen come out of UK. That's my opinion. Now, Jonathan Haggerty is flying at the moment, but I think Liam Arison in his prime and in his heyday was fucking fire, man. Fire. Yes, Kane, my brother. Ralph, I'm good, thanks, mate. We are struggling to get Princess into special needs school for autism. Up the Lions. Where you based, up the Lions, mate? Where you from, mate? Will the fight be on YouTube, Paul? It will be on YouTube, but the day after with the procedure charges. Thank you, brother. I'm really struggling to keep up with these comments, guys. So please bear with me. Animal Arison, yeah, he is, mate. He is. God bless you, Ralph, mate. Autistic kids are unique, mate. You understand, like me. The slightest development they make is heart-wrenching and amazing. Honestly, mate, I could sit and watch my little autistic princess for hours. Just the way she moves, and she does this with the fingers, and you know, the stemming and just the way she moves and carries herself is fucking absolutely amazing, man. Amazing. I could just sit and watch her all day. You know, the last couple of days have been a nightmare with our little princess because she's been having seizures. She's getting tested for epilepsy, and she's been really, really poorly. And she's been in and out of hospital the last few days. It's been heart-wrenching to see because of it has been heart-wrenching to see, to be fair. Because you're powerless, aren't you? When it's your kids poorly and they're fucking in pain and stuff like that, you don't know what to do with London, mate. Drop us a message on Instagram, mate. Drop us a message on Instagram. We'll see if we can sort something out regarding your kids. I'm a warrior of Christ, yeah, meant to that, mate. Me too. Autistic kids are very clever. Yeah, mate. My bro's lad is blind, autistic, absolute diamond of a lad. God bless. Yeah, they are the proper diamonds, mate. Jane, hello. Blessings to you and your wife and family. I thank God for good dads. Ah, thank you, Jane. What a lovely comment. Thank you, darling. Watched my daughter for hours last night and she wasn't too well. It's a nightmare when they're poorly. See these autistic kids? Well, my autistic princess, because she doesn't talk, you know, and she's non-verbal. When I can see she's helpless and she's in pain or she's ill and she can't tell us what's up with her, she gets frustrated. Oh God, it breaks my heart. It really does. Ralph, amen to that, brother. 100%. She's a gift from God. I totally agree with that, mate. Thank you very much for pointing that out, mate. Autistic kids are so clever. They are, mate. They are. They're really clever. You know, she struggles in her own right with certain stuff, but you know, with other things she flies with. Have you tried your daughter with CBD oil for autism and seizures? I have. Hydroponics are not on spectrum, but CBD definitely helps. I haven't tried that, mate. No. I was reading studies about Arison, Simpson Oil, which is the full spectrum, and how it can help with autism and mental health and addiction and stuff like that. And I was absolutely considering microdosing it. But obviously I'm in recovery. And if I was to microdose Arison, it would mean I would be using, because it would obviously get me stoned. But the health benefits from Arison are absolutely crazy. So I do agree with you on the CBD oil side of stuff. I do believe it can. Certain CBD companies, which are full spectrum, can help. How do you move negative thoughts from your mind? God, mate. God, and I talk about them. You know, this helps me as well. You know, coming on social media and talking about my vulnerabilities and my insecurities, talking about mental health and addiction, this helps me massively. It really does, especially when I get people like yourself, Daz, who are following me, you know, and show support and ask questions and obviously can relate to some of the stuff that I talk about. You know, that's why I come on here and that's why I talk about the certain stuff that I talk about. You know, it helps massively. It really does. Yes, Dangerous Darren. Hope you're well, brother. My little princess, you got this from the... Yes, mate. Thank you, mate. What was that stuff that gets you stoned? It's called Arison. Rick Simpson oil. It cures cancer, helps with mental health, and like it fixes your white cells, and it's meant to help with a load of crazy stuff, mate. The guy called Rick Simpson who made it for his daughter, and she cured cancer. Oh, my neck. Oh. Thank you, Daz, mate. I appreciate that, mate. Need to have a look at that, bro, I'll tell you. Bro, type in Rick Simpson oil, mate. Arison. And it's easy to make as well, Kane. It's proper easy to make. I was watching studies about to make it, mate. It's fucking so easy. My text can't find me. Lassie just watching. Sorry, Darren, what did you say there, mate? It's good, I'll let you know. Try Apex Full Spectrum CBD or 15 milligram stuff is good stuff. The record, I don't not know the person who sells the product, but it works for me. Appreciate that, mate. Thank you, mate. I'll have a look at it. Bruce Wayne. Oh, do you know what, guys? I'm getting nervous around this fight. Nervous than I've ever been for any fight ever in my life. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm getting really nervous for this fight. And I think the reason, what my dad pointed out, he said, look, son, the reason why you're more nervous than you've ever been is because in the public eye now, aren't I? You know, I've got people who hate on me. I've got people who love me. I've got people who care for me. I've got people who respect me on social media, you know, and it's added pressure. When I used to fight back in the day, I never even had a phone, never mind social media. where now it's just sort of added pressure, because in my head I'm thinking, oh God, if I lose, I'm never going to be able to show my face again. If I lose, I'm never going to be able to come on YouTube again. I'm never actually going to be able to come on fucking social media again. People are just going to hammer me. They're going to take the piss out of me. They're just going to fucking hate on me. But do you know what? Like, at the end of the day, win, lose or fucking draw, I'm daring to do something out of my comfort zone. I haven't fought for like 6-7 years, and I'm getting back in there at the age of 38 to try and give it my all. So win, lose or draw, who gives a fuck what anyone thinks? At the end of the day, I know the real people out there will always support me, and I see the support. It doesn't go unnoticed. It really doesn't. Do you know what I mean? And I absolutely fucking love it, mate. Thank you, Ralph. Like, at the beginning of my YouTube journey, I had this brain that focused on the negative rather than focusing on the negative. I focused on the negative rather than focus on the positive. So I could read 20 fucking positive comments and be happy to read them, and then I'd read this one negative comment and it wouldn't leave my brain. I would be obsessed with this one negative comment. I'd want to find out who they are, why they don't like me, why they've said what they said, and it would eat me up. It'd eat me up. I'm not like that now. I see the support for what it is. I see everyone coming out, and I read every single comment on every single video. I read every single comment. I might not answer back because I'll be there all day, but I do answer. I do read every single comment, and for every single person that takes the time to comment and show support, mint, man, mint. I fucking love it. I absolutely do. Don't throw your butt. You know what, Skags? That's one of the things I've been working on as well. Not coming out looking. You're highly sensitive. I am highly sensitive, and again, haters fucking getting on my case because I'm quite emotional. I'm sensitive. I think fuck off. Like, I've worked hard to be where I am today, to be a sensitive person, to be an emotional person, not to worry about what type of emotion I'm going to show or embrace. At the end of the day, I do believe my kids and my wife need me to be sensitive and emotional. They need me to be emotionally attached to each and every single one of them. That way I can consider their feelings. I have the ability to put them first. Where back in the day when I had this swinging brick, just masked by drugs, I didn't give a shit about anyone. Didn't give a fuck about anyone. But Scrags, yeah, back to what you're saying there. I've been so my coach and my old man and stuff like that, I've been sitting down, I've been talking to him over this week, and I'm going to sitting down and trying to address what the plan is and where we're going with this. In the K1 days, I had this thing where I would just go headhunting, and when you go headhunting, you leave yourself open. You start swinging and you miss. It's boxing now. I can't afford to do that. I'm looking forward to getting in there, picking my punches, combinations, punches in bunches, getting off the centre line, slipping and ripping, doing all this stuff that I've practiced. I'm not even worried about getting the knockout. I want to go out there, I want to enjoy myself, and I want to dominate in style and in fashion. Now, if that doesn't work out, then so be it. It is what it is. But I do believe I've worked hard enough now to understand, the difference from boxing and K1. Coming out, working behind the jab, getting off that centre line, putting clever pressure on. I have the ability to be a dumb fucker where I'm just walking forward, applying pressure to my opponent and getting it at the same time. Where now I don't want to. I want to be putting the pressure on, going forward whilst not getting it. So that's kind of what I want to do, and I want to show the world that listen, I'm not just a dumb cunt who walks forward and gets it. I can box as well. Do you know what I mean? Don't gas for fuck's sake. Again, worried about gassing. These are the things that have been getting me nervous all this week. I'm not going to lie, I'm not making no excuse. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm as fit as I possibly could, but the camp's been shit. This last 6 to 8 weeks have been terrible. I had 3 weeks of concussion where I couldn't run, I couldn't spar, I couldn't really do any heavy pads because my brain was shaking and rattling. I've had issues with my right shoulder and my back. I've always had a bad back ever since I've been fucking 18. I've always had a bad back. I fucked my back up years ago when I was heavy deadlifting, and it's never been the same. But I am fit. I'm probably as fit as I'm ever going to get. I'm as fit as I'm ever going to be. So I'm not going to gas out or anything like that. But I'm 38-year-old and I'm human. Getting dropped off Darren Till, getting concussion off sparring. You know, all this stuff has made me realise, Paul, you're human, mate. First time I've ever been dropped. You know, first time I've ever had concussion. You know, and it was a bit of an eye opener to think, whoa, hold on a minute. Like, I always felt like I was indestructible. You know, I always felt like my best ability was getting hit. You know, getting hit, I'm fucking good at it. No one will ever knock me out. No one will ever budge me. Actually, Paul, you need to start moving your fucking head. You need to start not getting hit because you're fucking human. You know, you're not made of steel. You know, and realising that in this camp has been a bit of an eye-opener. You know, and regardless of ability and styles and skill, you know, Gareth has got good attributes against me this week, like this fight. He's tall and he's rangy, you know, and he's probably going to be hard to hit. That's the only thing he has over me. There's nothing else he has over me. You know, I'm a better fighter, I'm tougher, I'm faster, and I'm harder. But, yeah, move me head. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that, Ralph. Thank you very much, mate. Scrags, you moved me fucking head, yeah. Nothing wrong with ego. There is nothing wrong with ego, especially when it comes to the fight world. But my ego tends to have me running wild. My ego can turn me into a bit of a narcissistic prick, you know. But in this camp and in the fighting world, you know, my ego is there to convince me that I am the best. It'll convince me that I can win. My ego will convince me that, you know, I'm going to knock this guy out, and that's kind of what I need. But I need to keep that ego in check, mate, because my ego has the ability to turn me into a narcissistic prick. Simple as that. Range only works if he's faster, Paul. I agree. Did you play Lee Duffy in a fight? Did you play Lee Duffy in the end? I did, mate, yes. Big up, Liverpool. Thank you, Tony, mate. Yes, Dicko, mate. George Rundell, yes, mate. Yes, Matt Legg. There he is, my brother. Matt, people have just been asking me if I think I could beat you in a fight. In a boxing fight. Would I fight Matt Legg? As someone said. Yeah, I think that'd be a long night for me in a boxing ring. Wouldn't fancy that. I'll fight you in K1 though, Matt. Muay Thai or K1 kickboxing. What a legend Matt is. What a beast. Nah, but listen, in a boxing fight, mate, Matt Legg, he's got the ability to school me. I think he would. Why don't you scrap this, go to Japan K1? No, that isn't worth talking about. Listen, guys, I'm not talking about Brett May. Camp and Brett, yeah, fucking right. Fucking short night. Yeah. Yeah, Skaggs, short night. Paul will do one each. K1 fist, Matt. K1 Hope you're well, big man. Hope you're well, Matt. Hope everything's good, mate. Free Kevin Lane, yeah, that's right, free Kevin Lane. What a guy he is. We've seen you smart. Thank you, Casey, mate. Appreciate it, mate. Why does Danny Christie drink so much water? I don't know. Brett May would clean your clock, pal. What's that mean? I don't have a clock. Saying that like that clock does need cleaning. Do you know what, mate? You're gone for that. You're gone. I've asked you 1,000 times not to fucking talk about Brett. Right, guys, I'm going to shoot. Matt Legg, thanks for jumping in, mate. Dangerous Darren Zulu. KZ, appreciate you all. If I haven't mentioned you, Scrags, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you all giving me, you know, all being in the chat, all being respectful. Going love. All of you, mate. I really appreciate all of you showing love and respect. You know, Ralph is record, yeah. KGH, yes, brother. Yeah, appreciate you all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in. God bless, guys. Take care.